Hello, you guys. How is everybody going? How's everything going? Child, these folks. Hold on. I know I ain't getting cases this late at night. Y'all, the way I've been working hard to get all them other cases closed. Let me see. Okay. Um, Hold on. You all hit the like button, please. Let's see. I see Diane. Hey, Diane. Hey, Black Barbie, Miss Nelly, Clarinetta, Infinity Love, Miss Muffin, Lakita. Hey, Teresa. Teresa, how's your husband doing? I haven't seen you in here in a while. How's your husband? I was thinking about that. I was going to reach out to you on Facebook to make sure your husband had been doing okay. Hey, Tyranny. Tyranny, we were supposed to meet today, but I figured you got busy. I'm trying to find an email address. Hey, lovely lady. Imperfect Angel, Earth Angel, Miss Nelly. Did I say Infinity Love? Sharon, Cypress, Irvin, Althea, Althea. I want to make sure I don't miss nobody. You all hit the like button, please, as you come in. I hope y'all had a good day today. My day was very colorful today, a little bit of everything. But hey, it's still all good. It's y'all know around this time, like around winter time. Thank you, the Black Barbie. Thank you so much. I was looking at the syllabus for my theater class, and we got one of my favorite. We got to read one of my favorite books, and we got to look at one of my favorite movies. Oh my God, I love A Raisin in the Sun. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Because she's like, "You got to get some really old books." Um, it was a play. They wrote a book, and it was a play. Then they made it into a movie, A Raisin in the Sun. I was like, "Oh my God, I loved A Raisin in the Sun when I was a teenager." When I started looking at it, it was like made in the 60s, and I loved it so much. They made a like a sequel, like a part, like a reboot of it, but it was not like the first one. I was like, "Oh my God." I was so happy. Miss T, you sound better. Thank you. I've been taking my antibiotics. Miss T, is it true white folk pass in a bike? Yes, white folks passed in a bike accident, and there is his son, or there a post with his alleged son on it going around saying, um, circulating that white folks was running from the Millington police. I don't mean no harm, but they probably was chasing him and hit him and knocked him off their motorcycle and it killed him. If they was chasing him, I believe they hit him and knocked him off that motorcycle. If that's true, okay. So I hate that so bad. I really do. I hate it. I really do. She said, "Look, Black Barbie. I went. Oh, look. I didn't even read the whole thing. You said, Diane. Yes, congratulations to Diane. I done went into my theater class. Lord have mercy. That's why you should read the whole post, right? Thank you, Angel, the real boss. Thank you so much. Okay, you guys, how is everybody doing? I'm in a better mood today. I want to give a shout out to Diane. Would y'all stop? I like to give people their flowers. Each and every one of you all. I'll say this: each and every one of you all. I'm not gonna make this sad before I get into this, but I do want to say this: like each and every one of you all, really do something different for me as it relates to. I know that we all come together from being in the chat and on here, and I would say each of you all represent something. You all don't know how like you help me when I get into the post sometimes because like around the holidays, I think all of us start to go through different stuff, right? That's why I kind of talk about depression. Um and we all start to go through different stuff like that seasonal depression and stuff. Um it kind of hit me around like December, okay? Cuz I was doing really good and it started to hit me around December because that's when you start to think about the loved ones not being there. Like my grandmother, that was her favorite. That was her favorite season. Christmas was her favorite season, and so like when I get out my Christmas stuff and I see my mother putting up the Christmas tree, it was always us. We was always joined at the hip. Me, my mother, my grandmother, my sister, and then when I had my kids, my girls, like my grandmother, she loved Christmas. Even we was living in the projects, like made sure she went all out. I was the only child until I was about 10 years old. So they just went all out for Christmas. And so that's how it was like every Christmas, up until she passed away, from complications of diabetes. And then after that, y'all know my dad passed away from complications of diabetes. 3 years ago. And so it's coming up the anniversary of his death. So, like a lot of times when those deaths and stuff happen, like right around the holidays and the winter time when you just want to get in out the cold and you don't really want to do anything. It's dark early. You really have to watch that. On top of I do a lot of stuff. Like I do a lot of stuff. I don't even realize how much stuff I do, but I do. I do a lot of stuff. I have like a lot of jobs, and I think I've been doing it not necessarily because I need to have them. It's just because I've just worked hard to create multiple streams of income because I just got this phobia about being broke. Okay, I don't ever want to be struggling. You know, I think none of us ever want to have to struggle. So I'm always going and getting licensed in this, and that, and getting training in this. So, and I just kind of do it all, right? And so I said that to say this, we really have to watch when we are busybodies. I get on here, I think I was telling Diane earlier, as an outlet because you all kind of help me because I'm in court all day. I'm out in the field all day doing investigative work. I don't One of the things that I did cut back on doing was going over to the bonding company. Now I kind of only go over to the bonding company when I have family members or something to call me because I'm in jail. I need you to get me out. I need, you know, people that I know. I'll go and bond them out. My production company, just a whole lot of other stuff. And I gotten back started in, you know, doing my long, research and my grant writing and stuff like that, kind of updating myself on that too, because I had kind of cut that down too, you know. So I said that to say all this, like we kind of get lost in, and this right here is an outlet because it don't pay me nothing really. When you get through, YouTube don't pay me anything. I think it's just being on here, being able to talk with a bunch of adults. That's why um when trouble comes up in here, I have my mods to I tell my mods to shoot them on sight, get their asses up out of here because I don't need those negative energies. I don't like heaviness coming into this chat. I think for the most part, we come in here and we talk, and it's lighthearted. This is the real grown folks channel. Y'all might hear me in here hollering and screaming, but that's just part of my personality. And then I forget about it in the next minute. Like I don't be thinking about that stuff. I don't carry that with me. You know what I mean? Like it's more so fun for me because that's just how I am. I'm real goofy and stuff like that, right? Like I like to have fun. So when you come in here and well, Miss Ted, yeah, 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 you gonna get your piss ass up out of here because we have fun up in here, okay? But I said all that to say this. I think we should watch because we do so much. We're so busy trying to survive and so busy trying to ensure that we're stacking our money. And my mama said to me today, how much money do you think you can make? Like you can't make all the money. Calm down. Calm yourself down. You do real well for yourself. Calm down. You know, um, you're not gonna be broke. Just sit still sometimes before you give yourself a mental breakdown. And so my mother gave me those words. I'm giving it to you all too. You know, we're all trying to survive and we're all afraid of something, you know. And so um give yourself a break, don't give yourself no breakdowns and try and have fun and enjoy life. Okay. Try and enjoy life as much as you can. Um, yeah, those would be my words to everybody. Especially around this time of the year when there's a lot of depression because of the weather. People do get that seasonal depression. And I want to give, I want to give you all a shout out because y'all all helped me. But I think I talked to Diane more. I try not to dump all of my problems on her. I've always been like, especially as I got older and people started stabbing me in my back because I've always been such a good person. As y'all can see now, I fuss, but I'm always so willing to help people, right? I've had to learn better, because I always felt like if God put me in a position, my dad taught me that, it's good to always reach back and help your people because of the disadvantage that we've all had. But I found that my people were the ones, when I put my hand out to try and help them, they were always the ones with the knife behind their back. And as soon as they thought I had given them a hand up, they would take that same knife that they had behind their back and try and stab me, the very one that had helped them, right? So I've gotten extremely wise with that, but Diane has been very generous, and because I'm not real trusting of people, I'm very guarded in the emotions, that my real emotions that I put out, as far as like my hurts and my pains and my worries. And she's very good about encouraging me, and I don't hear none of my stuff back. And each and every one of you represent something different, as far as like, the strengths that you all have. And I ain't never even met a lot of you, the women that are in here, like M Rose and Black Barbie and Tyranny and Positive Vibes, and all of you all. Like I see something that I really admire just in when you all are typing in the chat, or I get the opportunity, or Joy Loves God. She's a very strong woman. I've had the opportunity to speak with her. She's quiet, but she's very firm. So I get the opportunity to see, to communicate with the different personalities and see the different strengths in all of you all, even with the men in the chat that don't play that. It's good when you have men in the chat, or you talk to men, and they go, I don't play that about, I ain't get ready, disrespecting on women, and they ain't on that, and they're not in the chat. They're in the chat to just have fun and be men, and just be super cool. And so I really appreciate that, right? I do. So I want to let you all know that, right? Anyways, I wanted to talk about Cornelius, okay? I want us to talk about Cornelius. Cornelius is going to court tomorrow. Now, I thought that they would have changed the court date. Y'all know we've been waiting to see what the sentencing was going to be for Cornelius. Thank you, Infinity Love. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Um, we've been waiting to see what the sentence is going to be for Cornelius. It has taken them almost 2 years. I was waiting to see if they was going to change the court date, and thus far they have not changed it. I looked at it tonight, and he's supposed to be in that courtroom tomorrow. Okay, and if it's God's willing, I'm gonna be up in there too. Okay. I often, especially since I've been studying law now, working on my law degree, um, I've been going into certain courtrooms and just looking at, you know, how things are go. I know how things go in the courtroom, but I've been kind of just sitting in there when I have a little bit of time. And Judge Mitchell's courtroom is definitely one of those courtrooms. She's a beautiful person on the inside, right? And so I'll go sit in her courtroom. Lately, I've had quite a bit of work that I've quite a bit of cases. So I've been outside in the trenches trying to get some work done. get some things resolved. But if it's guys, I plan on being in there tomorrow and seeing, just kind of looking at some things and seeing what's going to happen with Cornelius. I don't if now if they lock the courtroom up, I mean, I don't know, because you know they will lock that courtroom up when he up in there. I don't know what be going on, child. I be wishing I could be up in there when it's locked and ain't nobody else up in there. So hey, I thought that they was gonna change it because they have pushed it out, for 2 years, almost 2 years. Straight Drop um has been sentenced what for going on 2 years. Cornelius was supposed to be sentenced a couple months after that. And what's up, Hitter? And I've always felt like, now this is just my opinion. Cornelius has been, and he's been very, very open, I think, about it. He's been um brazen about, I don't know what Cornelius saw. Okay. I'm talking about aside from, you know, his involvement in the Young Dolph case, right? I can only imagine that there's been plenty of other stuff that he's done. I don't believe that Cornelius was just chosen because he was a junkie. He was chosen because um, I think he had already proven himself. He was capable, and because that wasn't the only reason, just because he was on drugs. But of course, he had been out there in the streets and doing things, right? Um, I believe of this nature. So what I don't he has nothing to lose at this point. He's basically bared himself naked, I believe, and telling everything, to include his part in other crimes, I believe, and if a person can tell their part in a crime, okay, um, you already know that what they'll do as it relates to somebody else. So yeah, I believe he's working. I don't think he cares about people knowing. He said himself, his attorney told him very early on, and that's why you didn't see his attorney really doing no interviews, to work with the feds based on the evidence that they had. Straight Drop went to court. I don't know why Straight Drop went to court. I don't know why Straight Drop went to trial, but what I do know is that when he had Ganguly, he's not a public defender. He is a court-appointed attorney. He's a private attorney that has a contract with the courts, right? That's the difference. And he's really good at plea bargains, okay, getting plea deals and all of that. And so what I do know is that he had him at the point at one time of taking up a deal. Okay, that would have been better for him. And then, as I said, that's when his attorney was entered into the equation, right? And so his attorney was entered into the equation, that one that he had. I can't think of his name, with them blue eyes, with them clear blue eyes. Okay. Um and hey, he talked to Cornelius about them getting money from some type of source, but it seemed like they went right after quit. Okay. They went right after quit. And Cornelius' attorney went more so after quit. I don't know if I remember. I mean, Straight Drop's attorney. Yeah, it was Luke Evans. I don't know if I remember Luke Evans going after Jook or Yo Gotti. I wonder who paid Luke Evans. He knew about who had paid Cornelius, right? Um, but I wonder who paid Luke Evans. That's interesting. But he went out to quit. He went straight quit only. Um, and if I had my guess, I don't really know. I don't know. I don't think Straight Drop paid him. I believe the same people that paid for Cornelius's attorney paid him. Okay. And so people are loyal to the people that paid him, right? Okay. So I think, he went right directly after quit because probably the people that paid him, Art Horn paid him. Okay. Um anyway, so I don't want to get into that too much. Because we already know why they went out to quit. Why he went out to quit. Because I think it was a collective decision that they all was going to just lay it on the shoulder. They was gonna make Orange Mound quit look like the mastermind. Okay, so that's why me, just from the outside looking in, it's hard for me to believe that Orange Mound quit got love for Jook or Gotti. I know damn well he don't. He couldn't. He couldn't. Cause he Quit ain't no damn fool. He was involved now. Don't get it twisted. He just was not the mastermind. So he ain't no fool. So I know he couldn't have love for people that had sought out to make him the mastermind. Okay, that was playing both ends against the middle. Right? Hold on, y'all. I have to blow my nose. Y'all know I'm still sick. Hold on. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm straight from out of South Memphis. I can't help it. I had to blow my nose. All right. Ain't no need of me trying to hide it. I'm sick. Um, they said Quit been busy lately. Somebody said Quit threw a shot at me. I guess he would throw a shot at me. I'd be throwing them at him all the time. So I guess we ain't even yet because I throws them at him every day, I believe. So I guess I'll take that. Anyways, y'all. So um it would be hard for me to believe, okay, that he was that in love with Yo Gotti and Jook. Now, girl, you gotta be from South Memphis to but what no, I gotta be from South Memphis. Most girls don't most folks say it is ill mannered for somebody to sit up and say they get ready to blow their nose. At least I didn't blow my some people blow their nose and they don't hit the mute button. At least I'll hit the mute button. That's not what would they call it? Of good decor or whatever. Decorum, if I'm saying it right. You ain't supposed to tell people you get ready to blow your nose. Okay, I, I had to blow my nose. It had to come out. But it went in the tissue though. At least I didn't blow it in my hand. Some people anyways. Um that's class. But anyways, you guys, what was I talking about? Cornelius Smith. Tam, what thing Bama Beverly Hills? My mama be saying that all the time. You ghetto. You got the nerve to be bougie and then you ghetto, girl. You better sit down. My mama say it all of the time. You got the nerve to be bougie and you ghetto. Anyways, you guys. So but Cornelius Smith, right? He'll be up there in court tomorrow, and we're gonna see how many years he's gonna get. It'll be interesting if they push it back again. I wouldn't be surprised because I don't think that they're finished. Cornelius been working with the folks. Hello, Wells Run Black. Cornelius been working with the folks now for over 2 years, right? Hey, stop. Been working with them for over 2 years now, so it's gonna be interesting to see, what his how many years he would get, or how that's gonna turn out. That's extremely interesting to me. But I plan to be in the courtroom. I'm gonna sit in there. I am. I'm gonna sit in there to just to see if they allow it open to the public. I don't know if Young Dolph's family would be there. I think they've done pretty good about keeping Cornelius protected. Um, they've kept the other boy protected too, Trayon. Because if I'm not mistaken, Trayon has a trial going on. You couldn't get no information on Trayon. You didn't never know he was traveling back and forth from Mississippi to you. You're not supposed to, you know, it is a security issue to talk about when a person is being transported. But I think Trayon has, I think now, or he was supposed to have a trial going on. And you don't really hear a lot about that. The news media does not speak about Trayon's trial. Um, they have not covered it at all. Um, they said that the person that was in the car with Trayon was on the run. They have not said anything. Um, Cypress. They said that the other suspect was on the run. They said that when it first happened, and then they haven't said anything else. Okay. Now I heard later on that the person that was in the car with Trayon was supposedly straight drop. I don't really know if it's true, but that's what I heard, that that's who it was. Okay. I don't know if it's true or not. That was a rumor, but it was definitely somebody. Now, other you heard other people say that supposedly Anita Wilson's son said that the person that took his mother out is dead. Okay, so that led people to believe that it was Teezy. I don't think it was Teezy. It probably was Straight Drop because they've been very quiet. Um, about that whole case. You can't even get them to do no coverage or nothing on Trayon. So it would lead me to believe that there is something bigger going on with that, because they don't, the news media don't touch it. Um, they're very private with their case. I do believe that Hernandez Govan had tried to get um, Trayon to be a witness or something at his. Thank you, darling, for the super sticker to for Trayon to be like a witness at his trial. If I'm not mistaken, I'm almost sure her. Hey, hush, calm down. Mm. Y'all, my dogs don't have to let everybody know that they're a ghetto. They ain't never lived in South Memphis like I did, and they have to be ghetto. Okay. But anyways, you guys, what was I saying? Them dogs made me lose my train of thought. I was talking about somebody. But anyways, he will be sentenced tomorrow. He's supposed to be sentenced tomorrow, and I'm definitely interested in seeing how many years he's going to get, because I do know at one time like Cornelius had. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I want to see. Okay, um, I want to see how useful he has been, and I'll know according to those years, because Cornelius was getting ready. Okay, I won't. Cornelius was getting ready to tell about oh my God, he was on the stand. My mind all over the place about a murder um of a young man. Cornelius was getting ready to he wanted to speak about. He kind of stopped himself. So Cornelius was around. Um, I'm sure he knows about quite a bit of those unalivings. I think Cornelius feel like these group of people did him dirty. Okay, and just because Hernandez Govan had an attorney that knew how to poke holes in um, situations, because you had unprepared prosecutors, okay, that didn't know how to fight. Okay, it does not mean that a jury, in a whole nother case. And I'm not saying that, Govan is going to be indicted for something else, because I don't really know. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, as it relates to whoever it is that he's telling on, right? Um, if he's telling on somebody, okay. Um, if there happens to be another trial, they get an indictment, there's another trial. That's a whole nother jury. It don't mean that jury is gonna feel like he's not credible. I think they tore a new asshole in Steve. They would Steve will never, all of that experience that Steve has in his office, I don't think that he'll ever um, send rookie prosecutors, what's the word I'm looking for, to a courtroom again to represent anybody as it relates to this to this case. Okay. As it relates to this case. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my gun and sit next to me. When my dogs get to barking a lot, you don't ignore them. Okay, hold on. Let me get my weapon out. I normally have it up under my thigh anyways. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm back. All right. Anyways, you guys, I forgot what I was talking about. Y'all have to forgive me too. I had a brain fog too. When you start going through that menopausal stuff, you have brain fog. I forget. Y'all have to help me out, because if I get my mind on something else, I will forget what I was talking about. What the last thing I was talking about, I forget. So, anyways, I also want to talk about will the police solve Big Jook's and Teezy's case? Okay. Over or under 50 years, you was taking bets. Diane says Steve, yeah, Steve messed up bad. I think Steve realized um that he had messed up. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think Steve issue is. Now, Steve is a nice guy. He is. Steve is a nice guy. I I believe that Steve got in over his head. Okay. Steve, and I'm talking about the district attorney. How do I need to put it? Okay. So Steve ran on his ticket. He said he was going to on justice. What the hell going on out there? and he ran on justice. Hey. He ran. Don't worry, because if they step to that door, they finished. Okay. And Steve ran on justice, and then when he got into office, he started trying to reverse and release everybody, all the criminals, and then he turned around and said, "Well, I thought that's what the blacks wanted. I thought that's what the African American community wanted. I thought that they wanted that because of the injustices of African Americans being overcharged and all of that. Why would law-abiding citizens want for him to be releasing criminals back into the community, right?" Steve had never tried a case. Okay, he's always when he graduated from law school, he got a job at the law school, and that's what he's been working at ever since. He's never tried a case. He's never worked in a courtroom other than, when they was doing the mocks in the courts, in the law school. But as far as trying cases and stuff and all of that, he didn't know that. So he get a lot of these new lawyers that he's taught that come out of law school, and for some reason he feels like they're ready and they are just as good as the experience as like a like the veteran prosecutors that have been there a long time, that knows how to fight just as dirty as what was Govan's attorney name? Okay, because it's some real dirty. It's some old, um, experienced prosecutors that's real dirty. Okay, and that's what they needed against Manny. Okay, that's what they needed. Instead, they put two doxal attorneys that still wet behind the ear. Okay, and they couldn't go up against all of that craftiness and experience that Manny had. Okay, and so they look like a bunch of damn fools in court. So yeah, but as far as Steve Mulroy, Steve is a nice person. He really is a nice person. He just some people can be nice, but that's not the position for him. That's just not the position for him. It's just not for him. But anyways, you guys, um, but Will, he's the hardest working man. Will police saw Big Jook and Teezy's case? Um, that's an interesting situation because I think about Teezy's case and I go back to um Chief Davis, and uh, police chiefs don't make a scene unless it's a man down. And when I saw the police pulled up, and then somebody within the police department told me that she pulled up with the with the feds, with the FBI. I hey, I knew that Teasy must have died on their watch. Okay, he had to have died on their watch. He was killed on their watch, and when I say that, he must have been working with them, and I guess he was supposed to be protected. Now, I'm told now when they pulled up, they got his supposedly got his phones and his watch, and yeah, they got his phone and they got his watch, and I'm sure that it was given to the FBI. That's probably why she pulled up with them. So that was interesting within itself. I think at some point, Tease's murder, Tease's murder would probably be solved before Jukes. And the reason I say that is because Jukes seems so much more organized. His unaliving. And not to say that they don't know who it is. They probably, I'm sure they've heard people in Memphis tell everything. They gonna they do, they tell everything. But you know, hey, I heard, like, from, like, early on, they was getting some type of intel that it had came from out of town. Okay. It- it- was it true? I don't know. Right. Um, so I think that Teezy's will be solved one day, soon, probably. I don't think Teezy's was as clean as they thought that it was, or that it would be. I've always told y'all I felt like Teezy was hit up by um, people that he was familiar with, because the young lady that he was dating at the time, she was definitely emotional. She was on a rant. And so I was reading all her posts. She's taken a page down since then, but she said that he had FaceTime her to prove to her that he was sitting over there where he said he was going to be. So was he sitting over there waiting on somebody, you know? Um, Teezy has started wearing the Pooh Shiesty mask a lot. When they do dirt like that, they start wearing the Pooh Shiesty mask so they can kind of walk around in public and not be really noticed. So, um, okay. So, like I said, it's interesting. Like the I guess everything, all of the murders that happen, I think that's surround the Young Dogs case. I don't know if it was. Hey, we hear Teasy has started talking and stuff. You have to think about that. Okay, you don't have to be an investigator like me to say, well, who was he telling on? Who did he tell on? Like, if he was working with them, who was he telling on? Okay, and so um, then their lies motive right there. That's kind of that would be a lot of motive. Okay, who was he working with the police on? Who was he telling on? Or did he take some money and didn't did he owe somebody? But if you listen to his girlfriend, Rainbow, please stop. So if you listen to his girlfriend at the time, she says that nobody was messing with Teasy when she got with him after this Young Dog situation. She said that he was broke. Everything that he had, she bought for him. So she said he was messed up. Now I told y'all when Teasy and the baby mama got into it. Hey, it is a it. I was told it's a I wasn't there, so I don't know. It's just what I was told, that when they went into the house, they found drugs and stuff like that, but they also found a large sum of money, and I mean, were they able to justify why they would have that kind of money? Because if they didn't, then they take that money and they give it to Crime Stoppers. Okay, a lot of drug dealers' money is when they take this money, they give it to Crime Stoppers, and they use it as tip money, or they go and they buy undercover cars and stuff, and they do um, giveaways, backpacks for the kids, and they have little football teams and stuff. That's what they do with the money. Okay, but they mostly give it to Crime Stoppers so that they can pay the tips to I'm telling the truth. So when they confiscate all this money, I'm hearing Teezy had a large sum of money, um, supposedly about 3 or 400,000. So I mean, that's just what I was told. But now, when the girl that he was with, when she was posting, she said he had nothing. When she got with him, she said nobody was messing with him. He didn't have any money, and she was all that he had. Okay. So I would guess he didn't know, not unless they was mad that the police came into his house and took the money. Um, so nobody was messing with him. She said that nobody was messing with him. Um, so I don't know, maybe you can scratch that. So who was he telling on? That might be some motive right there. Was it who were the people? Or was somebody afraid that he was, because he would know where all of the skeletons were. I've always said, when Teezy was killed, Jook was saying that he was in Nashville. Yo Gotti made sure he started posting that him and Angela was in another country on the water. And it's something because it seemed like to me, I mean, Lord, rest in peace, Jook, okay? But I mean, every time somebody was killed, they would post that they was out of town. Okay, that's how it would seem to me, right? So I guess that, they look at a lot of TV. They say that produces an alibi. Okay, now it. I guess it would kind of, in my eyes, it would produce a pattern or something. So, you know. But anyways, I'm not saying that they had anything to do with it, but maybe they paid somebody to do it. Yeah, Teezy could have taken down a lot of people. So it would have been beneficial for him to not be here. So yeah, rest in peace to Teezy. Teezy was a young man with children. He was a very handsome young man. He was. They say I be saying all these young men are handsome. If they're not handsome, I'm not gonna say it. He was a handsome young man. I know that Teezy was caught up in dirt, but it seems like to me, at some point, Teezy got scared, and Teezy saw that, I think he had been used. I don't think Teezy turned on straight drop. I don't think he turned on straight drop. But I believe that straight drop was manipulated into believing that Teezy had turned on him so that, an energy could be produced for everybody to be in agreement to get him out the way. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So I said all that to say this. I believe that his unaliving, I believe the police would be closer to what happened to him. I get to wondering too sometimes because they had gotten real close to getting some justice for Jeremiah. And so sometimes I get to wondering about who what's the word I'm looking for? I have to be careful about what I say. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Joy Loves God. Who who was how was it that they was getting close to be able to say that they were going to be able to produce an indictment for what happened to Jeremiah? Somebody that knew was helping with that. Okay. And then, now it's been a long time and an indictment still had not dropped. So that's interesting. So I think that, it was beneficial to get Teasy gone. Maybe Juke too. I think people may feel like that Juke was killed because, I know people feel like his brother had him killed. Yeah, I can't stand Yo Gotti, but I don't, I don't think I could put that on him at this point. Now, maybe he did do it, but for some reason, I don't believe that he had his brother knocked off. Um, you know, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to see how to put it. Um, um, how can I put this with Chook? Mm, maybe well, I don't know how to put it, so I probably don't need to say it. Teresa says, I heard it was Teasy that offed him. That off Jeremiah. Mm, I don't believe Teasy off Jeremiah. He probably knew who did it. He probably know who did it. All that time we thought Teasy was the leader of True the Mafia, right? We found out later that it wasn't Teasy that was the leader. It's Devin Burns, right? I told y'all I got tickled when Devin Burns was sitting in that courtroom. Devin Burns thought they had all the juice at that time. He thought they was getting ready to sentence him for whatever his sins were at that point. He almost fell out in that courtroom. He said, they trying to kill me. In the end, he might qualify for the death penalty. I don't wish that upon him, but um, he might in the end, But as far as Jeremiah, I would believe Devin Burns would be involved before Teasy would have done it. And I'm not saying Devin Burns did it. Devin, keep your French fry head over there. Okay. Stay to the left. Cause he already gets scared. He likes to go shoot up stuff. He gets nervous and gets scared and like to go shoot up stuff. They know something about me. I'm gonna find her. You gonna hate it. You sure gonna hate it, Devin. Okay. Anyways, but I ain't saying he did nothing either. Cause I don't know. Y'all hit that like button. Devin Burns been in his own world. Nobody knew um his page until Quet doxed him. Quet got on there with the guy and said Devin Burns, the leader of True the Mafia. He said Teasy was too weak. Devin Burns taught him everything he know. Now Quet might have been high when he said it, but I believe he's telling the truth. He said he taught Teasy everything he know. Teasy was a buster. Teasy didn't know half. Teasy didn't have the balls to do nothing. He said Devin Burns started True Mafia. Him and I believe he said J Money was the leader. So, I mean, just based on him saying that, that's why I say I don't believe Teasy would have taken out Jeremiah. I believe that Devin Burns would, according to what they say, he would have had, according to them, more guts to take him out than Teasy, right? A positive vibe says, quit letting the Lord use him. Quit letting the Lord use him. Okay. I've been praying for Quit. I do. I've been praying for Quit. And so it ain't nothing wrong with him letting the Lord use him. Okay. But Quit gonna have to get that hate out his heart. Quit old mean. Okay. I be looking at his face sometimes. I was in his bushes because they said he threw a shot at me. Okay. It went over my head. I went to listen to it, but it went over my head. But they say he threw a shot at me. I ain't look at the whole video. I don't have the patience. Maybe I didn't get to the end of it. Okay. But I praise for Quit. And God gonna put a horn in his mouth. Okay. Um, but Quit mean, okay, with his bald head ass. He need to he be sitting on that he be sitting on his he be sitting on his live and he be rocking. I said, quit a red bald head ass is too damn mean and low down. He be rocking. He mad. So that's why I say he mad at I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think he's mad at I think Quit is realizing Mr. Lemonhead quit. Yeah, they already talking about Quit throwing shots at me. I don't need him trying to put no hits on me. Okay. I don't need him trying to put no hits on me. Um, I ain't never heard of him trying to put a hit on no woman. I hope he don't try to put one on me. I rebuke him in the name of Jesus. Okay, that murdering demon. She said, I pray his son Nick getting better. Yeah, I be looking at his son. His son like a lot of kisses. I was telling somebody about that one day. You know, a lot of autistic kids, they don't really have a sense of a whole lot, but he has an emotion. At least he has a sense of like affection and love because he knows he wants to kiss and hug and stuff like that all the time, you know. Um, so yeah, so he that would make him pretty smart as as an autistic kid. I have a friend who her daughter, she had gave birth to her when she was almost 6 months. So she was not fully developed, so she cannot walk. But she is brilliant. She went to college and got a degree in communications in Florida, and she's considered autistic. She supposedly has or cerebral palsy or something. So, you know, hey, God is real. God is real. Okay. But yeah, but shout out to little Nick. But we talks about his dad up in here. Okay. We talk bad about his dad and we don't talk bad about Nick. Yeah, he looks just like his dad. He is a replica of his father. Okay. Um. Anyways, what was I saying about Quit? I was saying something about it. Um. I forgot what I was saying about him. Yeah, what was I saying? Y'all know it's getting real embarrassing where I had that brain fog, and my doctor said I'm gonna have it while I'm in that premenstrual pausal phase. Okay. So I guess I need to go back to the beginning. So with Cornelius going to court tomorrow, okay? With why you say that? Why you say I'm too nice and sweet? Because I be cussing. When I get mad, I be cussing folks out. I cussing people out when I get mad. I'm just real mellowed out today. Life been lifing today. But you know what? Hey, I took them punches and I took a ticking and kept on took a lick and kept on ticking. Oh, right, sentencing. So with Cornelius, um, Like I said, Cornelius got ready to talk about that guy, Bobby. He got ready to talk about Bobby. Um, he might not. I don't know if he's gonna be able to prove that Bobby was poison or whatever. I don't know if he's gonna be able to prove that. But he got ready to talk. He got ready to talk about that in court. I could tell because according to Cornelius, Bobby was being threatened before he died. So I mean, I guess the only thing they could do is exhume his body to see if what he's saying happened. But who would want to like who would want to do that to him though? Like they're saying that he was on something, when a person is on drugs, it's always just looked at as an overdose. I need to have a baby. Girl, I have gotten too old to have a baby. And it's funny because, like, when I started talking to guys, just be talking to them. We ain't doing nothing. When we just in the beginning, they go, "Your tube's tied." Nah, my tubes ain't tied. Oh, okay. Well, hey, we grown. If you get pregnant, you just, you have a baby. That shouldn't even be on their mind. Why would they want to get me pregnant? I guess they want to try to kill me or something, trying carrying the damn baby at my age. Women are supposed to have babies in their late 40s. Okay. I'll be the old lady in the shoe for real. Heard Rosemary and Ty. I don't think no man would want to work with me pregnant. I'm already spoiled. I mean, I would want him doing everything, totally everything for me. Time helps with okay, with the memory. Okay. Anyways, you guys, so I'm gonna be in the courtroom tomorrow. And then so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to go when I get a chance, y'all gonna have to wait till I get home. I'm gonna or I might post it, how many years he was sentenced to. That's if they don't change his court date. What they've been doing is consistently changing Cornelius's court date. All you got to do, a sentence hearing normally lasts maybe 30 minutes. I can't understand. Sometimes they might go for an hour or something like that. If the families want to say something to him and all of that. It might be an hour. I'm trying to figure out why they have not sentenced Cornelius. They're waiting 2 years to sentence him. And it's gonna be interesting um if his court date is changed again. Okay. Mm, all right. It said Janet Jackson had her first child at 50. Yeah, but Janet probably worth over 50 million. And I'd be surprised if she carried it. She might have had somebody else to carry that baby. She got a nanny for every hour of the day, child. It would be me. I'll be done had a nervous breakdown with a hollering baby screaming all day. Um, yeah, somebody told me that this lady that I had worked with she's from Iraq, and she said that she was like, uh, women get their career and then they start having their babies like 45. I said, you got to be kidding me. Women having babies at 45? They having their first babies at 45. Don't you want to be young when your kids is 20? I would. I want to see them get grown and grow up. I don't want to be an old hag when they 10. Um, Iraqi. Okay, Iraqi. I think it's Iraqi or something. I don't want to, child. I ain't trying to be disrespectful to the Iranians. Iranians. Is it Iranians? Yeah, I'm in my late 40s. I have one daughter that's 16. Shout out to all the late bloomers. Okay, I'm really joking. I think it would be good to have a baby. If you want some kids, never stop trying to have them. God will give you a baby. Okay, never stop trying. If you because it's these women getting pregnant at 60 with their sneaky links. Oh, 60 years old. Lord Jesus. That's really God has made me laugh. That's what the lady said in the Bible. But anyways, let's talk about Big Jook. Who would have wanted Big Jook dead? Now, y'all remember when it first happened? Let me pull it up. I really wish I could, cause they okay. Let me see if I could pull it up. Y'all know I be watching what I say, child, cause these folks is sick. She knows something we gonna kill her. Child, I'm at the yogurt place one day because I like yogurt. They stalking me because they so damn dumb. They don't realize whatever I know. I've heard it from the police department. They feel like I know something don't nobody else know. That's how dumb they are because they get nervous and I don't understand why they go commit all these damn murders and then they get scared to go to jail. They got to know that the folks know they've been committing these murders and they're gonna get them for one of them if they can. Hold on. Let's see. I'm trying to put a big Jook taken out. Hold on, y'all. And don't be talking about me either, cause I cried. I be crying when people get killed. Cause I be talking shit, but I don't be wanting nobody to lose their life. Oh yeah, I don't know why I can't find it. Has it been, it's been 2 years, right? It's been 2 years since Big Juke was killed. Guess I'm gonna have to find it. Hold on. Y'all hit the like button as I find that video, okay? When I went live talking about that. Cause it's a lot of stuff. Because people was coming into my chat. Now, you know, it when somebody called me and told me that he had been killed, I thought they had told me, yeah, well, I misinterpreted what they said. It was like I got on here and I was like, they almost hit your goddess mother. Quit, you ain't got the conscience to say that it was misinformation, okay? I got it wrong, okay? Because I know you be talking to me. And then the person told me later on, no, I said when the shots rang out, she turned around and she immediately started running towards the door as if she knew, you know, um, that it was him. She hurried up, try to get out there. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. I'm trying to find it. I'm not gonna make this video too long because I got an assignment I gotta do, and then I'm gonna make me some It just do sound like somebody out there. I sure would hate to have to knock somebody down. Let me call the officer over across the way. Oh yeah. Get ready to be a water where they did. Oh Jesus Christ! And that could have been it. That could have been for anything. Don't nobody know. Oh God. Okay, well call me when they leave. Okay, you guys. Listen, the chat is not even up there anymore. And I was talking to somebody that that was there. And but people were coming into the comments, and I remember somebody came into the comment and said, Miss T, it didn't have nothing to do with Young Dolph. It was some street stuff, but it was not, it didn't have anything to do with what happened to Young Dolph. And that was like moments after it happened. So I was very emotional, so I'm not gonna play that part so that folks can say she always crying about something. Yeah, that's I likes to cry. It helps me, you know, to get those emotions out. And then after I cry, I cuss them out. Okay. Um, I have to cry first though. So you're not gonna make me feel ashamed about crying. Um, that's how you know I'm human. Hold on for a second, y'all. Hold on. Okay.
Damn. Some happy. Yeah.
I don't I don't believe it had anything to do with Young Dolph.
Y'all know what today is. Active scene right now. We in the East with it. Come on, man. Only on Black Renew. I don't know if they got the shooting in the inside or the outside. I don't know if it was the inside or outside, y'all.
They saying it's the
Uh-oh.
inside.
Here come police. They walking up
Oh,
on me.
it's already been 2 years since
It's a crime
Jook was
scene?
killed. Because he was killed on 13th, right? So it's been
The
over
whole
two
lot?
years.
The whole lot? Oh, they pushing us back. We too exclusive. Come on, man. Oh, they pushing us back. How about over here? All right, over here, all right?
That's still
All
out
right,
in
cool.
East Memphis, but it's
He
not
said over
today.
here, cool. That's
They
cool.
said where
Come on,
Officer
man.
Pass
It's
was at.
another one. Only on Blackwood News. Allegedly, they are saying Big Jook just got shot, man. They pushing us back. It don't stop, man. Only on Blackwood News. Oh, man. Huge police presence right here.
Oh, he said
Winchester
it was
and damn
about
near
some work.
Kirby. Yeah, I'm a journalist. I'm a news reporter. Yeah.
I mean,
Blackwood
there was
News.
some dudes was coming into
Yep.
the chat that that's out in the
All
street
right, I got you.
that
Hold
was
on.
coming into my chat quite a bit from Memphis, and they said specifically said it didn't have anything to do with.
I got you.
They've cut that chat off. because they was naming,
Something else happened over there, huh?
they named the people that did it. I
They
just don't
said that
remember
girl
the
saying
name.
they got footage on the side of the building. For sure. That's how we get this. Come on, man. It's another scene right behind it. I'm finna ease to the back right quick.
Somebody
Oh,
was
they
just
active.
killed already.
We live in these right now. Only on Black with New. Let's go. Let's
They
go.
saying it's
They
another
trying to push
scene.
us back. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. Oh man.
I'm happy they didn't hit his mother. I am.
They said something happened in the back too. Hold up, I'm finna ease back there right quick. I want to put them on there. Black with News. So yeah, we finna head to the back. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. It don't stop. Only on Black with News. What they saying? Allegedly.
Well, that's what they was saying. That's what my cousin was just saying, that
Scott.
they were saying Jook should
Yep.
not have gone
That
to
what
the
they saying?
pass.
Yep.
Because
Y'all was out
whoever
here?
the guys were, they were sitting in the back of the church.
Damn. Yeah,
At
it's
the
too many
funeral.
people saying it was him. Yeah. Hold up.
With that white van over there.
Uh-huh.
Somebody had broken into that white van.
Yeah.
And the police was over there.
Over there?
The police was over there.
No, that's not Privé, but it don't look like it's too far from Privé. So the police was out there because the police was already in the vicinity of the area because somebody had broken into a white van. So they was near there. They weren't out there with Jook, but they was out there around where it happened at, because they're saying that somebody had broken into a van. So they was already on the scene in close proximity, right? You hear this lady telling him about
Let's
that,
go.
right?
They trying to push us back. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. Oh man.
I'm happy they didn't hit his mother. I am.
They said something happened in the back too. Hold up, I'm finna ease back there right quick. I want to put them on there. Black with News. So yeah, we finna head to the back. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. It don't stop. Only on Black with News. What they saying? Allegedly.
Well, that's what they was saying. That's what my cousin was just saying, that
Scott.
they were saying Jook should not have gone
That
to
what
the
they saying?
pass.
Yep.
Because whoever the guys were, they were sitting in the back of the church.
Yeah, it's too many people saying it was him. Yeah. Hold up.
With that white van over there.
Uh-huh.
Somebody had broken into that white van.
Yeah.
And the police was over there.
Over there?
The police was over there.
No, that's not Privé, but it don't look like it's too far from Privé.
And when he heard the shot?
Yeah, he said he ain't going over there.
Oh, yeah.
And when I found out he was on the ground, they said it was his kid.
So, was it in the inside or the outside of it? It's outside. He's put out there somewhere.
No,
I don't see nobody right now.
then took him to the hospital, but it was different. It was street.
So, it was like 3 victims. I knew it wasn't only him. He had just people.
Oh, so they saying it's more than one victim, y'all. Yeah, they said 3 people was hit. So when you go back and listen to this stuff, I mean, it's 3 people that was hit.
You can't have nothing.
Man, you can't have nothing.
You can't have nothing. It don't make no sense.
Man.
It don't make no sense.
How long you been out here? So she was out here when everything popped off. She heard the shot.
But my cousin church over there, you know how they be running in,
Yeah.
checking the scene.
Damn.
Yeah, it just.
They said it was like another shot, but how many shots it was? They said he had a switch. I already know he had a switch. Damn. That's crazy. Should be on social media and stuff?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, if you know somebody, get on my site.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's crazy. Oh, my God. All right, I'm finna go see what's around there.
Okay.
All right, we say. And we live. Oh, my God. They saying it's another scene right behind here. Hold up, man. Man. Active scene. Live, raw, uncut. Only on Blackwood News.
Well, y'all.
We finna see what's behind here, y'all. They saying something happened behind here. I don't see y'all comments. I'm trying to see. Oh, something happened right here, y'all. Damn. Something happened down there, y'all. Only on Blackwood News. Come on, man.
Oh my God.
Oh, they got police right there. Y'all the mob down there? Stupid in the city.
Yeah,
Let's go. Come on, man.
I think it's got it don't I don't think it has anything to do with young
Oh,
people.
man.
This is something else.
They all behind us. Oh, the folks said
Yeah,
there was a lot of shots. They hit them up.
That,
y'all want to head down there or what? Come on, man. Live, raw, and uncut. Where we at? Let's go, man. 7K. Let's go. It don't stop. Allegedly, it's too many people saying it was Big Jook.
Okay, Edward says they was calling Jook about their money. Gotti and his family know what's going on. Yeah, because normally, Black youngster and them, they didn't say nothing. Everybody was, never said a word about what happened. That's why I don't understand why people are trying to create a bad energy about BEO Lil Kenny. BEO Lil Kenny put that song out about he hit somebody in front of their mother like a few months. That song came out the same year that Big Jook was unalive, right? So he could have been talking about anybody. It didn't have necessarily have anything to do with Big Jook. Okay. So if he put the song out 2 years ago, why are people now trying to reference that song as being a part of what happened to Big Jook? Why, if the song has been out for over 2 years, why folks trying to talk about the damn song now? Some of these men makes me real upset. They pisses me off, and that's the reason why I be going in on them. Why is you bringing up something happened 2 years ago? Okay. Anyways, we've been having a good night. Okay. Let's keep going. It's definitely was him.
Man, we stupid in the city. Let's go.
It was him.
Y'all want to head down there? Come on. And we live. Let's go. We live in the city. We live in the city. Let's go, man.
No, I don't think it was all
see what's going down
because the people were at the church at the funeral.
Where they saying allegedly it was Big Jook. Oh, we live in the city. Big Blackwood News. Come on, man. Oh. 12.
Salute, Tony.
Huh? It was open. Head back the other way. All right.
Big Go. I said I don't believe it was. How you know that it was?
That way.
Come on now, don't. My nerves bad. Don't come here trying to be argumentative with me.
So how you be getting the information?
The people, they hit me up. They see this crime scene, they inbox me. I'm putting up. All right, I'm finna hit to the outside. Yep. It's the Galaxy Z45. And we live. We on Winchester with it, man. Come on. Oh, we live.
Like it's not fun, Freeway. I'm trying to see the intersection.
Oh. Damn. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Oh, snap. Oh.
Okay, that's over there about World Over Commerce. So
and we live.
Parkway in Winchester. Freeway is on.
And we live.
Sit down.
Let's go.
Right. He knew who his killer was.
Oh, they stupid on Winchester. Yeah, what's up with it? Yeah, come on, man. Oh, we out here. Winchester is stupid right now.
That's a lot of energy.
Well, they trying to get everybody off the scene where they done shot Big Jook, man. And we live. We on the other side with it. AK, let's go. It's been a hell of a day. Man, hey, we out here, man. Yes, sir. They trying to kick us off the scene, man. It's a huge police presence. And we live.
It's
Oh
confirmed.
man.
They said he's gone. It's
Oh
confirmed.
man. They trying to get us off the scene.
Well, as the people I know,
Yep.
not the police, but people.
Everybody's behind the crime scene though. It's stupid right here on Winchester and Kirby, where allegedly they done shot Big Jook, man. They called for backup, and we live. Only on Blackwood News. Man, what a scene. Oh, they putting up. It's a sidewalk. How y'all? Oh, they putting us out the sidewalk. Oh,
Now what they gonna do is they probably gonna shut down a lot of stuff.
Hey, they pushing us out the sidewalk.
They putting us out the sidewalk.
Where y'all want us to go? In the street? They finna kick it. Hey, what's going on? Where we gotta go? Alright, God damn. Hey,
if y'all want to get time, bro, come on. Just put that face.
I got you. Alright. Yeah, because hey, they jaywalking. Alright, let's go. They pushed us back. They escorted us across the street. I have never seen this before. And we live. Oh man, I never seen nothing like this.
Y'all hit the like button.
Man. Oh man, we live. Oh, come on, man.
They're making them go clean across the street.
Oh, we live with it. Come on. And we live. I done found me a high spot. We up here. Yep, I'm high up with it. I still see it. Come on, and we live. Live on Blackwood News. They done shot Big Jook, man. They done pushed us to the other side. It's crazy. Man, they kicked us up. Man, y'all see this? We stupid. They kicked, oh, man. They done shot Big Jook. Stupid police presence.
With the way
they put me on the other side of the street. I ain't even park over here. Man. Look, yep. They kicked us on the other side, man. Yep. It's a stupid scene right now, man. We live in East on Blackwood News. Yes, sir. We out here. Yeah, we out here. Look, Top Search, you already know what's up, bro. Yes, sir. You know I'm putting up. Come on, man. You know I'm putting up. Man. They done shot Big Jook, man. Yep. They put us on the other side. Damn. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
He was in crew.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, they got the vet pulling up.
He's no longer here.
Oh, look at the vet. Come on, man. Allegedly, they just shot Big Jook. We live in the city. We in the east side. Only on Blackwood News.
He have his shot. You know you have his shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nobody don't know. That's why I ain't say nobody that don't know. They don't know if he dead or not, y'all. Yep. I'm not saying that. Yeah.
They shot the mix. Oh man, Big Jook got shot.
Yep.
Don't got it, bro. Jook.
Y'all, they're saying he's no longer. I guess his family needs to confirm it, but
yeah. They stupid on Winchester right now. Oh man. And we live.
And that's not pre-vet, y'all. That's not pre-vet.
Man. Stupid scene right now in the east. They got a dump truck. Oh, the dump truck pulled up. Man, that's crazy.
Lord, they said
that's crazy.
Out there. The dog truck out there.
And we live only on Blackwood News.
Blackwood News, bro.
Come on, man. We out here. Man, that's crazy. They hit me up. It was too many people saying it was a Leslie Big Jook. Man, I'm like, nah, something ain't right. It had to be too many people saying it. Yeah, too many people saying it. I said, man, this is crazy. Yep. It don't stop.
So
it was the old value
yeah.
building.
The city gonna be in the uproar.
Man,
wow.
the city finna go crazy early. This man, it just started.
What type of rapper you is?
Ooh,
You better get on point.
ooh, man, what?
Police, commit police.
Hey, this shit finna get real, man.
Police ain't shit. Every side, what side you on, you gotta get on point.
Man, it's crazy. Stupid scene right now. They done kicked me off the lot. I gotta try to figure out how I'm gonna get back over there.
How you gonna get back over there, bro?
How am I get back over there? Man,
They say he that listen. You don't really know what really happened. Just going off what everybody else saying.
man,
He got arrested for murder. He got arrested for murder.
come on, man. This finna be all over the blogs, everywhere. Y'all know who run this 901 content.
Yeah, they definitely
Stop
need
playing, man. It don't
National
stop.
Guard in.
Only on Black News. I'm finna head down here the other way.
Nobody
What's
say
going?
that.
Oh shit! I just dropped something. Damn, I
And the
just dropped
reason
something.
why I don't think the reason I don't believe it had anything to that Young Dolph's people didn't do it
Oh
because
yeah, man.
the person that called me and told me said that it it's they almost hit his mother also.
They done kicked me out the lot. They done kicked me out the lot. Look, they still trying to close it off, man.
Carlos Cole, don't come here telling me to shut up. You'll make me cuss you out. Now don't do that now.
Man, what a scene. We in the east side with it. I'm trying to get my head back on the other side with it. Oh, it's Savage Saturday.
All right, so y'all saw that it was a Saturday. It was very it was sad. It seemed like it's real gloomy. It was that time this time in 2024. So just like it was gloomy today, it was gloomy then, and somebody managed to take an opportunity to take a picture of him, and which was sad, because just looking at that picture that was circulating on the internet, when you looked at Big Jook, you knew that he was no longer with us, which means he must have passed away instantly because, the picture of his mother kneeling over him. Now, you got to be a soulless person to witness the desperation of a mother leaning over her child. And if we could look at the picture and tell that he was not here, she might have not have accepted it yet, but I'm sure a lot of people could look at him and tell that he was no longer with us. You could take a picture and spread it all over the internet. You got to be a cold, callous, evil, good for nothing piece of crap. Okay. Now, I didn't agree with what Big Jook did to Young Dolph. I wanted to see Big Jook be indicted and serve his time out in jail. I didn't want to see nobody kill him. That's evil. That's evil. Right? The fact that someone got that close enough to take it is scary within itself. It's scary within itself. Okay. And hey, they hurry up and put it out over the internet. But like I said, people was coming into my chat. They've cut that chat off. I don't know why they cut the chat off, child. That chat it ain't up no more. And the person Okay, it was a few people came in. It was like it was not. It didn't have anything to do with what happened to Young Dolph. It was some street stuff, and it seemed like to me somebody said who the group of guys was that did it. I had never heard of them, and I can't remember. But Edward is saying that it had something to do with some money. Um, and BEO Kenny name ain't never came up. I'm trying to figure out why would the police question BEO unless they feel like unless with the rumors going around, maybe they feel like the people that did this to him, maybe they with the rumors circulating, they think BEO might know the people that did it because they know BEO didn't do it. A bunch of shit. What they need to be doing is they need to be trying to get them in, you know. Anyways, Elwood says he didn't pay some folks for some work. Okay. Yeah, rest in peace to white peoples, to white folks. I mean, um, yeah, I was gonna say y'all could call in, but I can't find my phone. I can't drop the link because it's too many. Lord, I'm trying to be nice. I'm not gonna say all those bad things that I want to say about stupid people. Y'all know how I go in. I've been good tonight. Praise the Lord. I'm so proud of myself. I ain't cussing nobody out. I've just been real good tonight. Like the good person I am. I would love to take some calls. Where my phone at? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna turn that phone on. I'm gonna take some calls. If I turn the phone on, which y'all want to call in and talk? Y'all want to call in? Let me see if I see this phone. Hold on. Yeah, I found it. It's get ready. I'm turning it on. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm put the number up. Okay, y'all, I'm back. It's coming on right now. Y'all know I had to fix me some hot tea for my throat. So y'all make sure y'all call in. Don't call in with no foolishness, y'all. I've been doing good tonight. I don't want to cuss nobody out. I don't. I'm trying to heal my damn throat. Shit. Y'all hit the like button. Hold on, you I guess it's taking too long. People leaving, so I won't connect the phone because it's taking me a little longer than I wanted to. But I'm happy we went back over all of it. Do y'all want me to turn? Do y'all want me to? I will. If y'all don't want, if y'all don't want to call in, I don't have to do it. Not unless y'all want me to do it. I'm gonna do it just to see who will call in. Don't look. Don't no weirdos call in. Okay. Don't no weirdos call in. Cause what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put God on you, and God will get you worse than I could. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm hooking. I'm trying to hook it up. Oh, there you go, right there. So I'm getting ready to put the number up here. Sit still. Sit down. Um, let me see what the number is. Shit, I forgot it. I ain't put the number up in so long. Here it is, right here. Okay, you guys, that's the number. That's the number. If you all want to call in, you can call in. Okay. If you want to call in, you could call in. Oh my God, OG Snake Spider, thank you for the cash app. Like I never thank you, Snake Spider, for the cash app. I appreciate that so much. I never had that phone on, so when y'all send me those cash apps, I ain't even know how much I had on there. But I appreciate you all. Yeah, that's the phone number. Anybody can call in. Yep, anybody can call in. The number is 901-667-0119. You ain't got to be scared. We're talking about, will the police solve Big Jook and Teezy's case? I believe that Teezy's case, Jook's case may get solved at some point. But I mean, just with how I'm hearing how organized they were in Jook's case, I was told too. I don't know if I should say that. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm not gonna say that because I can't say that. But they were very organized. um, in Jook's case, somebody told me that they was chasing Teezy. Maybe when whoever, was he sitting there waiting on somebody, and he was supposed to meet somebody, and then when they upped on him, he started trying to run from them, and they chased him. Because the person said to me that they chased him. That was a fact that they chased him. So I don't know. Not all heroes wear capes. If nobody don't call in within the next 7 minutes, because that'll be 2 hours. I'm giving y'all the opportunity to call in and give your input on this situation. Do you all think that the police will solve Jooks and Teezy's case? That's what we're talking about. Oh, y'all, I ain't even got the damn number no more. I'm so glad that I looked at that. Wait a minute. Okay, y'all, that number don't work. I'm gonna put a new number up. Okay, y'all, so we got a new number. They're making me get a new number. Hold on. I'm getting ready to put the new number up there. Okay, you all, I got the new number up there. So y'all call in. The new number is 901-329-9819. The last time I took calls was in November on this phone. They changed the number. So the number is 901-329-9819. We're talking about, will police solve Big Jook and Teezy's murder? Just your thought on it. If they will get the case solved. If they'll get their cases solved. Do you all think they're even trying to get the cases solved? Since the number was changed, I'm sure people was trying to call. The number was changed. I didn't know it. Maybe a lot of those people have gotten off now. I don't know. But I'm not gonna be on there much longer. It's been 2 hours. Y'all don't call after I get off. Okay. Shit. Hello?
Hey, Tamara, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. How you doing?
I'm all right. So you talking about the Memphis Police Department, right?
Right. Do you think that the Memphis Police Department will solve Big Jook's and Teezy's case, or do you believe, or do you think that they're even trying to solve it?
No and no. Good night.
So Steven said he don't think that they're trying to solve it either. So I believe that they probably ain't got no proof on Jook's case. They probably know who did it. They don't have the proof. They haven't been able to connect it. I don't know. I think they know what happened to Teezy, and I believe they might, you know, that their case might have more emotion than Jook's. Anyways, since y'all ain't, look, don't call me when I get offline. I get creeped out when y'all start trying to call me certain people that I ain't never seen in my chat, never heard. When you start trying to call me when I get off of here, because you see when I get off. Okay. Y'all know I'm easily creeped out. Okay. I be easily think somebody is a weirdo. Okay. So if you call me after I get off of here and I ask you not to, I done told you now. I done told you. I'm still. Anyways. Whoever took out Teezy needs Manny Aurora as their attorney and watch Mora put the first year lawyer on her. Lord have mercy. Lord Jesus. Anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to take me a hot bath. So that I can do my homework. Okay. I be longing for them hot baths. I love bubble baths. Anyways, y'all, I appreciate y'all getting on tonight and hanging out with me. I'm gonna get off because y'all know school has started back. And so I need to do some things I need to do before I turn in my assignments. And I appreciate y'all getting on. I love you all. Make sure you pray before you go to bed tonight. I'm going to say a prayer before we get off of here. Dear God, I just thank you for everyone that was on this live. I ask that you watch and look over each and every one of us and our families. No weapon formed against any of us shall prosper. Any lying tongue, any evil thoughts, any evil people that try and rise up against us will be condemned. Any evil eyes, any evil thoughts, any spells that was spoken out against any well wishing people and myself and our families that was on this live, we reverse every curse and send it back to the sender, and may it manifest in their very own lives in less than 30 days. Okay. The point of that is every evil thing that you speak out towards me, I reverse it and send it back to you. Okay. I'm covered, all right, by the blood of Jesus and my family and my subs too. Okay. Listen, I love you all. Y'all be good, okay? I'll talk with you later.